Hall King.
In Ghana.
No, Charlie, you be too much. You be too much.
If you put it be too much, I mean we didn't match too, so too much there.
But everything cool.
Oh, by God's grace, by God's grace. You know, I work on my hot phone, hot wave phones, and my Shaxi small.
I see. It may be the hot wave phone in a Shaxi. Idea in your free in buy. We are here in Shatta Wale. Shatta a musician about up business. And this whole phone idea in free in buy.
Okay, I think that. I showed it to my dad.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, you know, and that book is still with my dad, though.
Security gadgets.
Yes, you know, just for safety and because I was in school that time, my dad was like mainly school. Now, I further. So, growing up, computers. I started fixing my dad's PCs and me documents, do letterheads. My dad was. Those times he was working with, the NDC.
Oh, okay.
JJ Rollins, the late JJ Rollins, may so rest in peace.
Okay.
Honorable First Lady,
Oh, okay.
So I used to do like complimentary cards. For
at that age?
Yeah, at that age. That time then I was like 14, 15. So I used to do complimentary cards for Babu Hodgson. He had friends like people these are like my dad's friends. So,
but this is some now. Okay,
I check. That's what my young.
I mean, is that you had a computer at that time?
Yes, that was when computers started coming up, and my dad even didn't know how to use the computer, so I was always showing him. He again to say, "Where a printer, where the essay." So, I had this printing press in Adabaka that I always go there. They do the templates for me, and so it's been in me for long. So me, I discover music, and it gave me more interest.
Yeah.
So I started, producing, the computer. I know they should be me finding out near my be. So I was there one time and my partner be a me real estate. Offer me catch him say, me catch about gadgets in here, but he's gotten these people who are really interested in, us collaborating.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, okay, cool, we should meet them. And we met them. That was 2 years ago, and we started talking about what product we want to bring to the market. And I told them, say, most times, what really worries, not me dream fans so first, so I was like, my fans, complain, yeah, cautious or my phone a pie, but is there a way we can get like a solid phone that can last long? And so we came up with the idea to get phones with certain type of screens that a top from our empire, so it was one of the targets for me, and they said they could do it. So we started preparing on it. So 8 months ago.
And for this, you are not just in this as say you are a brand ambassador.
No, I'm actually the West African, like highest shareholder. Partner, so
by this time, a partnership our shares.
Yes, and the highest shareholder in the company. So
that's interesting.
My enclave runs around, the whole of West Africa. So after Ghana, we are planning to go and launch in Nigeria, Ivory Coast, Benin, Niamey, and my partners too are really supportive, because they really like the idea and the impact even that this phone gave us, and they are very happy about. So it's not about me, fronting the phone or fronting the company.
critical
decision maker in the company.
Into the idea, say, Munya screener, a buffer empire, came from you.
Exactly.
What was the consideration there? I said, a man from our feedback said, or my phones tied to top from.
Yes, so my fans don't complain because my top phones, my fans never. Most of my fans they complain on my phone, on your content. So I buy phones a lot for them. But
okay.
I decided that many opportunity to win. Why don't I, broaden it up and let the fans feel good, and at least we market it in Ghana and see how people also embrace it.
But that's a smart one. Because the product be our target audience.
Exactly.
Target near is it a high end phone and I say mid-level?
Oh, it's a middle class,
okay.
you know, yeah, for everybody. Okay. You know, be able to me out to be, because I was thinking about not only social media and go focus on street time, because bankers, I'm one of my friends, so they also we're street, you know, I have lawyers who are street, doctors and stuff like that. So I actually had to put it in a middle class form so everybody can be able to
buy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's into. Is it out there? Like Obiabitima walking to a mobile phone shop and Yabiato?
Yes. You know, we are talking to many distributors.
Okay.
Recently, we may call CompuGhana, CEO, no, and your collaborations. We have, you know, distributors from Kumasi, Volta, Takrade. As I'm talking to you right now, I can boldly say that we've made sales of about maybe 15,000, you know, phones out there right now.
Oh, you don't mean it?
Yes.
15,000?
Yes, 15,000 phones.
Why is it not expensive?
Oh,
I'm more pricing in a way.
We priced it because Shatta is the type of guy that I understand the system so well that I don't want to milk, you know, the people who help me, you know, get here. So we have like the Cyber 16 Pro, which is like 3,300. You know, we have the A17, which is 1,500, 1,700. So it's not any expensive thing. It's just like my Shaxi. Say, you know, you put 20 Ghana CD on the app, subscribe, and use it for 12 hours. So I told them about all these things, and you know, they accepted. That's my partners. And when I told them, they said, okay, cool, we can do it. So that's how people are, you know, purchasing it. You know, from the villages, you know, like Diamikite is saying, you know, it's something I'm marketing for the miners. What must say?
Oh, we so company na the way.
Yes, we so company now. Yeah. So it's a phone. You can use it as a walkie-talkie tool. So like, you know, a company like
heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy. You know, it's a heavy duty something. Yeah. And
I work for mines,
mines, police, fire service, contractors.
That's cool.
Yes, you know. So that's what we're also marketing now.
Oh, okay. The way IP68.
Yes.
Hot wave.
Ultra.
Dare to explore. Tagline. Dare to explore.
Yeah.
I heard in the rumor mill say, as a partner in this company, or other partners name out $3 million as or share in the whole business. Is that true?
You know, I can't go deep into the contract, but it's so we can but you know, the brand Shatta Wale is an institution on its own.
Yeah.
So working with Shatta Wale, you know, also has this, you know, figures around, you know, so that side, and you know, the company itself and what I'm getting from the company. So yes, it's running into like millions of dollars. Yeah.
I'm a smart guy.
I just believe I'm doing what God wants me to do. That's all. But I always tell people I wasn't a clever one in class. I wasn't the smartest, but I believe, you know, sometimes you're born be saying, I mean, you know, wisdom and knowledge and understanding of life. At least we can be able to. Yes.
Yeah, I get it. But this is cool. So we know you are in this for the long haul, right?
Yes.
This company, no?
Yes. So it's like forever because this is not a. So that's why I'm more involved into it. You know, in daily activities, and every day I'm getting reports from the company. You know, any decision, you know, my partners need to take. You know, I need to be the final. Yes, before we do it. So it's a good thing for.
And we know, and I think we know they maybe call the next leg of our conversation. A post to be in response to, I think, Socrates Safo.
Exactly.
And I'll read a set of the post now.
Before I read the post, what kind of what we have? Hey, we Cyber 16 bro, but we are A17. We bet me the wife. We
oh wow. Charlie, that's cool. That's cool. Thank you so much. Wow. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
In way now, okay.
Yeah. Where girls no paper, I don't know, because of the look, you know, so they say iPhone and you know, so I think the girls are loving
nice
this.
Design.
Yes.
Wow, 128K.
Yeah.
Why are they?
Petrol, that's it.
Yeah, well, that's really cool.
That's it.
Wow. Fantastic. King of African dance. No, Charlie. We're brutal.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a part. I mean, we'll zoom straight into that post because post is very loaded. Me can and say, wow, that's a good one. Also, my senior brother, I hear you and I respect you. I don't know what he said, and I will respond to be on any post now. But also, but sometimes negativity and speaking like you care are two different things. Throwing money to my fans was never about chaos. It was emotion. It was frustration. It was a reaction to the economic hardship many of us, especially the youth, are facing in Ghana today. That's very instructive. The decision say over tuska ama of fans no. Enye bibi a we no through impulse. Say bia o take care mo kwa won say nipa go be brain tina account say yiska. It's well thought through.
Yes.
Enye bi officer we the aboa fans no.
Exactly.
But can it not be a bit organized? Well, o tuska na amount for pre no e bi betimi epra.
You know, sometimes me dream one me cry hammer, but you know, the streets of Accra are places that I've slept before. Me Bahan Krapo, me share road no so from Nima, you know, Newtown Baha, and I was watching some of the corners I've sat, you know, some of the places, Washington Bay or Newtown Road. No, me share Nima Bibi, and I say these are places that I used to walk and talk to people like me. And we were talking about dreams, you know, how we can make it. And anytime I pass by any of these places, I still see people like me on the street there. And I feel the pain because I know what they are discussing. I know what they are going through. So sometimes I feel like, no, let me just do this. As A.B. Rebecca said, let me pour libation here. And thank God that at least I was once here before, but when you me free, A.B. Asikana metono, nipana ninsabekano. And I always pray on the money before I throw it because there's no money that I conjured or I manufactured. Yes, and a Jumano, so it wasn't that say, you know, I took 2 days to do it. It took me years to build this. So if I've been able to save and build something like this, I want to also let it touch somebody for that person to also have that same spirit. Say, Sikawe, okay, 5 CD. Okay, my main save, na make sure they make me save another 5 CD. Because when I tell people how I save and got here, they don't believe it. They feel maybe it came by, you know,
by chance.
Yeah, but I was calculating because anytime I'm moving forward, I watch back and I go like, no, I don't want to go back here again. So me doing that doesn't mean I want to flaunt or I want to show off or it's the pain I feel every day when I'm driving on the streets of Accra. I mean, what places was Circle, Adabraka, you know, Oko straight to Mokola, you know, Kantamanto. These are places that I've slept under sheds. And recently I was driving with my wife and I took her around colleague on Choco. And I made sure maybe like, oh baby, I'm a dad, spending over 2 years with Ponano that and she was crying. And I said, oh baby, don't cry. God just wants me
to be an example.
As example. And I believe I'm being used as a vessel, you know, to change mindsets of people. Say it is possible, no matter how hard the country is, no. When you are focused, you know, and you're not thinking of the system so much, you can find your way and make it. So most of the times when people...
But that strategy, you know, compared to, say, maybe a Shatta identifying the supporters bear and as the fans bear 10. One more bulk sum. Munyem fanye bibi. To show others. Most women may be a Jumacra Francophobia camp. And only throwing money in the office are more impactful.
That's good too. You know, when Socrates wrote that thing, I called him and I said, Socrates, Niama me, you know, sometimes I don't want to come on radio or TV and talk about it. Bulk money I give to people. I have businesses out there that are not partnered businesses or are not in my name. But let's make just say most of barbering shops, saloons, girls are more get nails in all is my money.
Oh,
but mean to me, but now, but I say my boy say my boy.
Set you up.
Yes, I've set a whole lot of people up. That's why sometimes when people are talking about my fans, I go like, I like the picture people are trying to paint, but I know God sees what I'm doing. So it's not something I'm met me about radio so because oh me way my yama way or mupa way. I don't want it to be something that I'm doing for maybe the brand's sake and now the glory of it. I'm just doing it because I've been there before, so I know what the hustle is. I have pretty girls that when they come close to me, sometimes I'm doing say, me no better tafache, but I tell them that no, We have Juma Ben. Okay, 30,000. Now for starting business. Sometimes
you do that
so many times. Boys, you have to talk motorbikes. I'm more. The same way with Shaxi. You talk about fire Juma, your work and pay next year. Right now drivers are owning their cars and stuff. So these are things I do, but it's not everybody that I can reach out to. So sometimes when I get to the place that I see that there is pain here, and I'm so spiritual. So when I see there is Ibia or Rabbi want me Philip, that's when I like to throw money to people. You understand me? Because I feel make sure go for who say aha my bike uko outside obia ebi obejina outside be enye so mo ya me fan but ebi obi person for case sia nkokwa benya but only 5 cedi of lisa o se Shatta ba dia o de ma nyame me bompa so okwa
at least make 5 cedis.
I feel it. So when I'm going and I do that, sometimes after I tell God, I thank you that at least you're not making me misuse my money. People don't know I'm not a club type. I don't do parties. I don't like going to certain gatherings. I am the homeboy type. Yes, apart from my business, I'm always home. Always my business. Sometimes I cook Friday night. I'm going to do for funny Roland. I'm going to make money film. And we make some amusement out of it. But I just want people to understand that side of me. Say, if the system can create opportunities like what I'm doing, because I've been saying and speaking about this for years that we have political parties come and go every time, and it's like nobody cares, and I sit down and I go like, wow, where is the country going to? Because all we see, and it's true, the citizens are seeing it, but some of them want to minka because they don't have that voice to say those things.
But when you say in your post now, and sorry for cutting you short, because let's be honest, the cost of living is high. Fuel prices affect transport. Food prices affect families. Opportunities are limited. Creative industries lack proper structure and long-term support. When young people stand by me in traffic, at shows, in the rain, chanting SM for life, they are not just fans. They are hustlers trying to survive in a difficult economy. Where the Ghanaian picture they were painting?
Because nobody can doubt what I've written that is a lie. Because the hardship, we still have it in the system. Like, all our structures are not being paid attention to. The only attention that we are seeing in the country is politics. Obetina say, Ombeba powers are yes, we are for scaby. Otis Kanokana Kumetu. It is going in our wine among Bibiano. And we are talking about roads every day. Recently, you called Kaso. I say, how many months does it has to take
to construct our road?
Yes. A whole lot of things. Then I just sit by and say, okay, cool. Let me just do what I want to do because I have not even decided to be a politician. You understand me? I feel it's the music that God has given me as a tool and as something I can spread to his people. So that is what.
Kudos. Remember what I told you. Whenever you face a challenge, never chicken out.
Just eat the chicken.
No.
Use Kivo 100% natural 3-in-1 mix of ginger, garlic, and onion powder for steaming all your delicious meat, fish, and chicken, and also good for stews and soups. No salt, no MSG, no preservatives. It's 100% natural 3-in-1 mix.
I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 100% natural ginger, garlic, and onion powder. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Why do you think you cannot have a place in politics? I didn't hear.
Well, Ghana is a funny country. Sometimes when you decide to do something, that is where you have, some naysayers, with talks in here. But I believe at the right time. Sometimes, when I watch movies, I learn from it a lot. Recently I was watching the Book of Moses on Netflix, and I was watching how stubborn Moses was when God was asking him to go back to Egypt, and I was like, And then me stop on cry. Because Moses said, "Nyame know to make us for over years." Only say Nyame ne kasa or firstborn, secondborn. Still, no who light no amount to sin. I said, "Go and save my people."
Sure.
But Moses was so stubborn. So I feel when the people call for it, I can stand out boldly for it.
Respond.
Yes, but I don't want to, come out myself and feel okay. Says I'm a ska and I'm a business. Thank you. When the people want it, that is where I can come out bold.
Constituency,
Kolegono. Kolegono, yes.
Kolegono should be Ablekuma South.
Ablekuma South, yeah.
Ablekuma South. Yeah. It is Ablekuma South for Ton Safra Obeko. Say, Shatta, we've seen your passion for development. We want you to represent us. You'd heed that call.
Most definitely, but I don't want to, belong to any political party.
Oh, of course.
Yes, yes. Yeah. I want to be.
So independent.
Yes, I want to be myself because I've been telling people recently. I say we are tired of the 1992 laws and constitutions. Yes, we need to grow up from where we are. Other countries are going. We sat down for some years when I was going. I didn't know Dubai, but all of a sudden Dubai. Yeah. And I was asking, how did they create this thing? I believe some 10, 15 years, 20 years, and they just got this thing. So I think if I would have to go into a constituency, they should really understand that we also have, policies that we want to, implement into the system. And that is what is going to work. But for now, I just think, let me just be my humble self. Do. But
2028, you'll be 3 years from now.
Exactly.
Say, Ablekuma South for Emma call, they are very loud. Shatta, we need you now to represent us. 2028, you would consider, right?
I would. Why not? Because I love Ghana so much that sometimes, we catch them saying, I want to say,
how are you doing?
Because me spend this car. Because I see if I'm in Ghana, I live normal. But because the way I would see, sometimes people don't even know me at where I'm staying. But because you're rent it, Rolls Royce, you're leave. Sometimes you come because I'll be near. Yeah, because I feel it's so expensive when people are even thinking of going out there. So, and I always tell people, Ghana is the best place to live. And you see, when you are, your mindset is tuned to success. Your mindset is tuned to generational wealth. Your mindset is tuned to, the people that you really care about. You can build something, and that is what I've been able to build. I've always been telling people, it's not only people I see on the internet or content creators that doubt me. My parents started doubting me from day one when I wanted to be this musician. Yeah, my own parents. But today, my parents are my best friends. Because they watch me and they go like, my dad, for instance, those days, Junior, no, musicians are poor. I said, Daddy, I'm not coming to be a poor musician because me growing up, I saw my dad, poor. So I can't come and be a poor musician, but it's the ideology and how we see things. Today, my dad wants to talk to me, wants to ask me of advice, likes my directions, and I tell him, Daddy, all these things. One time, my friend me said, "You say work on mini Quran," and I'm Daddy, one New Testament. I was saying, Mr. DM, Mr. Kitwan be blue. Daddy show me truth, because he was listening to people. But I showed him my bank accounts and some good people of Ghana, like in government from NDC, MPP, who support me and stuff like that. And he was like, "Wow!" Then I'm really doing good because this Shaxi thing I'm doing is not by my might, and I show spare my ball. There are big men in this country who have supported me. Yes, from the NDC side, from the MPP side. Because when I meet them, sometimes they marvel because they go like, Shatta, but if you have all these ideas, why do your people in the media talk about? So they support. So all these things I'm doing, Mega say His Excellency President Mahama in Sawomu, our past president Nana Akufo-Addo in Sawomu. Well, his team, his people. So these politicians see me differently from how my profession or my occupational, colleagues see me. That's what I say. So
I get one area I would want to explore further. But another person, Mibusa said, do you know, sir, when you decide to enter say Parliament, your presentation and everything, you have to move away from showbiz to somehow corporate, because maybe our dreads never say Ucha.
Exactly.
Are you prepared to do that?
Oh yeah, this is showbiz. Me, they be am person me hairstyle for. Last time I got some, but I mean pay me grand count. You know what? You see, I tell people that when you're a child, you behave like a child. Yeah. When you go, you know. So, I believe in every room you enter, you should know.
You have to conform.
Yes, you understand me. Yeah, because I talk to politicians a lot. You know, and sometimes when I'm going to them and. You know, for instance, my one joke be about Brian Achampo.
Sure.
You know, one time I went to buy, he said he wanted to see me, and I went to him, and you know, I was wearing some shirts and some trousers. I said, Shatta, now dressing man. Yeah, I call you, come here, make we talk about some of your business. Which kind of dress? I said, Chama, you don't say be honorable. Forget the honorable. Go wear jeans and come here and come. I want to see Shatta. You know, and I like people like that because he wanted me to know that this is not a formal meeting. He's invited me home. I should be myself, you know. And I like to give respect to, you know, the elderly. You know, most of the time I talk about my 48 laws of power. You know, rule number 1: do not try to outshine your master. Yeah. So anybody higher than me, I bow.
You bow.
Yes. You know. Yeah. So
and then also maybe the source of your greatness, no. But when you bow, you are also.
Yes.
I think it's a good one.
Thank
but
you.
I'll go back to your post because a post I said I'm kind of very loaded.
I know.
Into our paragraph, I think 5 or 6. In that moment, I felt the economy has not been fair to most of us. So I gave back the only way I could, instantly, directly, no middleman. If proper structures existed, if creative art had strong institutional support, if youth empowerment systems were working efficiently, if platforms like Shaxi received real governmental backing to scale and employ thousands, maybe moments like that would not even happen. And the point here, they say, a working system, not at all.
Not at all.
It's because of the status you see people in. And that's why you are driven to want to do
exactly.
that. But so youth empowerment systems what are you looking at?
Well, you know, I'm looking at, you know, we having like workshops, you know, setting forums, you know, I'm looking at, you know, projects are at least the youths can get something out. What must I say? But when you look at the system, recently I was telling one, you know, great politician, because said, you know, sometimes when you guys come with the policies and, you know, the streets don't understand it. You don't break it down for them. So when you say there is a housing project in maybe Anya, you know, project. And always say Obi so on the team and they won't feel
benefit directly.
Thank you. But if you take someone like Shatta and say, okay, for instance, let's say like the way Nana person see cathedral. Yen fama Shatta. Shena boys no more streets no so nyina no. O employ mo na mo ntumi sit down way. Do you know how many people will come from Tamale just because they want to be with me so will work? Everybody will be involved and everybody will get something to eat. Maybe we want to build a whole theater for creative arts. Do you know how many young, talented creatives will come on board for us to build? Recently, I was watching Egypt, the history around pyramids. No? They said the whole country came together to build the pyramids. Everybody was involved to build those pyramids because it was a national agenda. But here, no, the national agenda no call nipa bakun. So sometimes that's why when I'm we are trying to re-register our sims. Adena, you know, mo dream mo pe and mo dream yo. Obitini baby, also uncle re-register the sim. It's because of your agenda you have that. Okay, my entry letter being and I ain't no. But the streets, most of them don't know and don't understand those things. Actually, I say I register. But nipa now this are policy no buy no. Only so on your $50 million bill. Name buy the cost school. And that's why sometimes when people are pissed on the internet and I'm on man I say you people are hurting these people, and the day they will rise up against you, maybe I tell them when I meet my big man, I tell them, you see, when these boys are rising up, they won't fight in tiptoe lane. They won't fight at circle. They will enter the East Lagos cantonments. They will enter where the money is, and that is where you see that your life is at risk. So why don't we find people in the system? I'm not the only person that make us say me motivate you to know. We have people, we have fans. Stoneboy, everybody is playing a role in this system. So why don't you position us? Because our system is not like the American system. I Ghana with the 18 only me rights. And to be out to me, but in America, a small boy can tell a policeman, baby. Recently, no me boy be police are chilling. Police ni I say no, he's poor money. Police ni get jail. But here, police need to because that's right and get mixed idea. So I think the system needs to watch certain people who have a certain following. Program way. So now when I listen to you, I go like, why do you have these people on radio? Because people that want to discuss about the system are the people that the old president, these are the people you need to channel this thing to. But PPP and here first can be man. But it doesn't make sense. So I think this is where we need to see so we can build these structures, our forums, educate, orient, because many Ghanaians need orientation. Most of them are living in Ghana and they don't know why they are living in Ghana. That's why some of them want to even go to abroad. And when they go to abroad, they suffer more. But because of maybe fear,
opportunities,
thank you.
Those things.
So and they met now. Me uncle be papa in the 2.92 mu. Oko landed no waware. Oko or blocking a wife in the man. Or say on to him bag and or the I want to cry chicken, bigger cry, Charlie. Or say gun on the chicken that chicken tea. What's my say? So I think we should watch those things.
But I love the bit about governmental support for Shaxi, for example. In the end, so we see President Mahama. Now, Okacho Shatta, I want to use the power of the state to help you, and then I'll be catching about Shaxi.
Well, Shaxi needs to be, a national agenda, because if people talk about Shaxi, I go like, unless you don't know much about ride hailing, boats, Yango, Uber, they are being funded by nations.
Yeah, supported by their states.
Thank you. But Shaxi, Ufra, is a Shatta Wale. It doesn't even make sense because it's the kind of thing I'm push the agenda way. So I believe they should rather see it from that perspective because they are the higher power. They know what is going on around the world. Like Anka, Mr. T Shaxi na your friendly, your pet team, my mommy. Yeah.
How do we build this
country no manager mommy? Me make percentage kakana country no there. Sikana kana yemfanye project.
You are open to be this,
yes.
A conversation like that.
Yes, and I've been having those conversations with them. It's just that we went to the YEA office and Honorable Basintelli, and that is a godfather I have that Debi Amenenekasa, and he talks a lot to me about it. So recently he was telling me, he said, I shouldn't worry, he's trying to get in talks. And I was telling him that it's not about the talks anymore. We should try and let the president know this thing, that it should be a national agenda. I don't want to own Shaxi as a pride and an award. I want Shaxi to be something that will also help this government so that at least in the near future, when apps are coming up, government will know that no, we can take control of these things and use, because it's an idea I've created, but I don't have the power to move it. It's 5 years now. This year, Shaxi been 5 years. But so me drink the road, the no. Recently, MP Bena auto 20 cars mile.
Takwan Swayim.
Yes.
Is it the current one or the former?
The current
MPCC.
Me who know that?
Okay. Auto 20 cars.
Auto 60 car, but the 20 abesi me officer.
Namonfanye Shaxi. If they don't say Obi Mouse cars, now what do you do with them? Also, pet drivers, the mom.
Exactly. So when you want to invest in Shaxi and bring cars like that, the drivers do work and pay, and Shaxi takes a little commission. Now, investor no, what they are.
Oh, okay. And that's the business model.
Yes. So that's why sometimes I tell people, bring your cars. Whether, maybe a driver, they be a catch or say, Masa car or workshop, Shaxi takes care of all those burdens. You understand? So, car owner no, sa burden at the end of the day. It depends on how you want it. You want us to pay you weekly or monthly, we do that. I have people that recently me boy back home Germany. Me no started business. He was so happy about it. I said, no, this is how the thing is. Also, when you obey a Jumana, so on your scam and all talk us. But
you don't want an idea where, or mine, say at a point, I think in the President Mahama the first term, no, $50 million for the pharmaceutical industry. Someone produce some of the medicines here in Ghana. In your case, you don't want something. There's okay, Shatta, you amount $5 million into Shaxi. Never run a business and scale. Do you want something like that?
Something like that too will be good for the business.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. Shaxi is not a one-man. Yes. Okay. What am I saying?
Okay.
It should be a national agenda. It should be a president. Ghana now government has taken over. This is for us. You understand me? So let's broaden it. Be and support it. So at least that stress, no, because me record it. Me site. I've been my phone so aba. One act putting in so and no doors. So at least if government can see that, oh, okay, so Shatta will take ideas here. Maybe in future they can ask me of another idea. Shatta, your person say, how can we build this up? And I can bring my tech ideas. I have partners from Turkey or more India. Makes Nepal handle me Shaxi Nankasano or US.
Oh, okay.
So he controls it from there.
Okay.
But the back end since I started Shaxi, I have not taken one Ghana cedi out of 20 Ghana cedi subscription no more. All the money is in our account. Because I want people to see the reflection of it. That's why I want to push this thing. I want to even sit with the president and show it to him. Say, Mr. President, from year 1 to 5 years now, the 20 Ghana cedi, this is how much we've made. Recently when some people were talking about my tax stuff, I was like, I have every right to sit with GRA and tell Jerry, the money people want from Shaxi, this is it. I can still work on it, but it is not a one-man business. So that's why I'm pleading on, like the government said, they should come to my aid. Yes, and just take Shaxi as a national, project. Something that belongs to Ghana. So when foreigners are coming, they know we have our own app. Like the way I call America, say, Charlie, I mean, download lift, yes, yes.
I get the angle you're coming from. I think it's a brilliant one.
Thank you.
Hopefully, the powers that be would hear. At least Wabe Kasawa handed here.
We'll
move it forward.
Thank you.
But one other thing, the point you make about support for the creative arts. I mean, sometimes it can be an albino and more creative art support from. It sounds very abstract. It is a support because government will tell you, say, you're rolling out the government policy, year of return, beyond the return. I was said the amount for ever. You guys will just have to position yourself and take advantage. But what we always hear, I'm buying support for creatives, Nisra, I'm buying support for creatives, Nisra. What do you mean? What should government do? Is it say a buying pace come farmer all artists and a buying a day in terms of support for creative arts?
Well, sometimes me some comments now. I don't really take it to heart. Okay. Because I feel the mindset around the creative arts is what is not making government take us serious.
Okay.
Because you can attest to it that maybe if a politician achieves maybe a height or a limit in his career,
yes,
you see how they celebrate around it.
Sure.
You wouldn't see any politician trying to fight it negatively, but they talk because they are well learned to the profession that they are into. So even though maybe I say jobs, but it still looks business. From our side of the creatives, I think we've not been oriented, into what or who creatives are. So you find out that people find it easy that and all those things when government is looking at it, now why is it so maybe government wants to do something, but a statement from a nobody can make government come to the oil sector. No? Yeah. So we have a problem there. Yeah. So the people that are complaining are the same people that are fueling that thing not to work. Yeah. But if we can be able to listen to just one direction, and I've been telling people, yesterday I was watching a video of George Britain about my brother went to London Saturday, a beautiful show. I sending a message because it was okay. But because of your lunch,
went to me, uncle. And he invited you.
I'm sending a hot wave phone crap. Say, was their own fan quenching. Baby Charlie was a member, but Sak is somebody that I discuss a whole lot of things with. So, he just said, okay, cool, but maybe we can do it another time. Sure. But George Britain was talking about the people that were bashing Sarkodie. Say the show no koye and I show, and I was like, and then see on because when we are talking about how we can paint this thing for government, I didn't serious.
These guys are serious.
Sarkodie show, and how can we invest into this thing? So okay, then let's invest. But obviously now there's Sarkodie and then government will just brush it off and say, my friend, go and think of the cocoa side and let's see how much we can put there. Yeah. And government is a serious body.
Sure.
Yes, I mean when you go to parliament, nobody can just enter parliament as well, also share coat. But in our creative sector, no, we have to share coat. No, we're right parliament no more. So that is why we are not getting the support we have to get, and that is what Shatta Wale has been preaching for over years. I met some Flex, and some Flex was like, "Honestly, was our problem," and he's been preaching about that for years, but people didn't understand until manager. No, people are seeing him like. But it's not about money. It's about how we can build this thing for it to look like a serious venture.
Yeah.
Because
that's what is lacking.
That's what is lacking. Because I think what government have to do is do some small washing for us. We don't have respect in our creative arts, and so people have to get license to have a microphone to talk. That is one of the policies that I feel that if government puts that out. In Kofo, Bejais or Okoto Mike, no, the camera seen in Nokasa. Yes, so we need to have.
Answer, I'll be a musician. You should be licensed to work as a musician.
Exactly. Because our system.
With some criteria.
Yes.
Maybe also follow.
Yes, because in America, I believe they structured that thing years ago. So the musicians know how the system works. So or call AB Hot 97 and say, this is a serious interview. Me promotion so they take it serious. You want to be a content creator, that there are certain things I don't need to say, there are certain things I need to say. So structure no order, but here there is no structure to it. Especially even it doesn't have to be musicians. Musicians even don't have to even get license.
Other creatives,
content creators, those people that call themselves the gatekeepers, you need to get a license before you can call yourself a gatekeeper. Because if you have like the love for music, the love for the arts, fine. But the artists now arts na kosono. These are creatives. Creatives, they are like people in another world that think differently. That you need to take your time to understand. If you don't take your time to understand an artist, what do you say about them? There is this guy, in America. I'm about to pull up. If I say, Ona, what tattoo the ning na Ghana why? Because we were about a member from radio. I don't know. Ultimately, you must say no, to say go form stage. But only fans that die for him is arts. Omuye bibi. Gentias Michael Jackson by ya people were, looking at him like whiny Jim Amobe Kasa Bibri. What must I say? So I believe content creators, people who want to keep themselves as pundits, radio presenters, because somebody like Andy Dusty has been in this industry for so long that there are some key people, Sammy Flex, can be approached to say, Sammy, how can we structure a license for people who want to do this content creating work? Because be to me sorry. Sammy to me sorry, can nipa no hear me social media say, now we so free here.
And I think the word would be that space should be regulated. It may not necessarily be say nipa ne benya license and send the word timia, but there should be a body. Once about radio. For radio content, your National Media Commission. Our more regulatory radio content. And say me can be radio so or options. Na it's yawa. You can either file the complaint at the National Media Commission or you go to court and sue. The National Media Commission ought to regulate content. We don't seem to have, and share that may be a very potent body. And we can empower that commission and make sure somebody regulate social media content. And then our content creation will be a whole new big thing. And there are vloggers and bloggers all over the place. But that space doesn't look regulated. And that is the inkling I get from the argument you are making.
Exactly.
We need to regulate that space.
Exactly.
And make sure, because and also in the end, no one says, because you're a blogger. Oh, and people can say question where there's some bloggers never so question. It tells you the kind of respect amount for that form. We need to regulate and bring it up.
Exactly.
Not almost play or role in the ecosystem.
Exactly.
It's a big space. We have to make sure that artists near enough family. Vlogger and also should be well regulated. No,
exactly.
Online writers should be regulated. No, so the ecosystem would work and work well.
Exactly.
And I think it's a really good point.
Yes.
And I will raise you on. The other thing will be, but Nansay, President State of the Nation address, or can budget are buying extra for theater, like big theater. In Kumasi, or what they want to do National Theatre to bring it up, or what they want to do Accra International Conference Center to bring it up to that standard. They bit me a hosty international event. And I was wondering, say, Shatta Wale, you don't seem to be interested in investing in entertainment spaces, like halls, big halls, because the private sector will need to come in and support. One drain along that line.
Well, I think that will come when all these regulations go on.
Okay.
Because that's what I'm saying. Minneapolis or London, very beautiful, and you are hearing jobs here and there. So, which investor will take? Yes, you understand me. So, I feel whatever I'm doing is a build up. When I get to a stage that I feel okay, I have enough that I can come in. By that time, maybe Gen Z is for no anya message ni ye because because sometimes I sit at home and say, how did I even get here? But I always tell myself that I was just serious with whatever I was doing. I wasn't listening to people. Sometimes hopefully say, oh yeah, man, what? Yeah, I'm gonna say that was gonna stop me, but I was always building something up. You knew what you wanted. Yes, because all the songs I put online, I got that idea a long time. Say by 5 years, 10 years time, I can be a millionaire in dollar. So I was recording songs, and people now they're not releasing song on China train. Ghana, Hanam, Jet America releasing Nyoma. Then the 52 states where America will buy your song, then you make $52 million. It's not like that. I know all recording them back one. Ultimate stream na what is not what I say. And you say Sikan na shegu. We don't. And up to now, artists are still struggling. And so the way I say I make money online, and people say, but these your colleagues are not making money. So how are you making money? I said, Momo releasing you back home. Maybe releasing you, me releasing 50.
50.
Yes.
Into accumulated streams. Now be kese.
So me job me distro kids is here, and probably so $53,000 now also. And your chance me top Benza because now Jessica we on fraud now Yoko Ghana police so I see the system like are you people serious? Like you are watching the system like you are in America. We are not in America. So I have found ways and means to
make money.
Make money
From Adiana Ubiaye Bidadana, you have found another way of making money from it.
Because me want to say, okay, I want to be a superstar, but baby, I'm afraid no superstar no money. But people love the music, so how can I make more money and live that superstar life for them to see?
Is it the case that you've gotten to a point you are not interested in releasing songs that would necessarily be
hit songs. And now I'm just sending messages. I'm just letting people party. I'm just letting people have, an idea of life, what you can do to make it in life, how you can manage yourself. If you're on the streets, that doesn't mean you're going to stay there for it. So those are the messages, like hope, messages of hope. You believe God. I have a hashtag on the internet that I always put there. God is here. God is here. I tell people, so these are songs that I'm not thinking about hit song. I'm playing a song that one Sunday will be sorry message will come on me. I think I like this song. I'll keep it as my that's what I'm doing right now, because I'm learning that from Bob Marley, because Bob Marley's song he sang was about reality, and that is why up to now we are still playing Bob Marley, because when you wake up and you play his songs you feel like I know to know you feel it, you resonate with it. So I feel that is where I've gotten to. So when people are even criticizing and talking about Shatta, and then I go like, okay, cool. Sometimes once in a while I can drop a song, because recently reading by YFO reading. Oh, okay, Jamaican song. Because everybody was doing it. I said, and a producer and a link him. He said, oh gosh, yeah, bro, can you do the full version of it? I said, and no, I was sending me split shit now. Oh, mommy, major me said, split shit. I said, on for 18, I'm for 20, because I like to do business like that, because my person also feel say, oh, I appreciate what he has done, and because I'm back on $1 million. Yeah, because baby, I may want to stream no wedding. Yeah. And then go for to streams and go show YouTuber showing also. People are doing that in African countries. People are buying streams just to make it look like their songs are. But it's waste of money. So as you can the venture business be to bear business be and bread business be. Thank you. You understand?
Baba, is there a reason why? Other colleagues maybe I don't know if it's a business decision you've taken, but ebi mo yesterday show Royal Albert Hall in London. We don't see you doing shows maybe where because like Shatta Wale this year person headlining show US of A and a United Kingdom. You don't do that.
Well, I want to do that personally because of my past experience. Because most of the times, the promoters out there are trying, but they've not built themselves to be who we see them to be. That's why I say I go to London, I'm going to play a show. The place I want to sleep at, the promoter can't rent it, so it's going to be a problem with me and the promoter. The car I want to drive, or I want to be chauffeured with is another problem.
Yeah. So, wow,
thank you.
But that's what Sarkodie did, oh?
Well, he's not disclosed,
okay.
How
okay,
so, but me, I don't like to impress. And no, I mean a video, but Mrs. I'm call London, I'm doing it in the name of Shatta movement. I'm not doing it in the name of Ghana music, because the Ghana music structure almost say business, no. And some fans will be at Dubai. It's in the name of Shatta movement. It's different from when Black Stars are going to play in Ghana Black Stars. Government is there. There's discipline there. Yeah. You can't go and say they are you boot no brand afama Sammy Flex no. Yeah. But in our industry, boots no ya odia ya be yama Sammy Flex. Sammy say anyone say shit na call. What must I say? So me not organizing shows around is one with the promoters, and two, the stress from that. Sometimes the fans don't get it. Recently, we are trying to organize my Shatta Fest in London.
Yes.
And I'm doing it myself with my team. We are paying for everything. We are partnering with Akwaba UK to do it. But Akwaba UK knows perfectly what he has you know, even though me and him in a business 1 or 2, he's a very good promoter. At least he got me my first $100,000 deal with Ghana. But sometimes he finds it difficult, and I tell him that, Dennis, can't we look for investors to do this for us? But so in Toronto, investors, me are trust, and some of them they are not even interested in the business anymore. So I feel okay. Let me just power money.
Now why you BB?
Thank you. Because
it is that what happened this year.
Yeah, we are doing Shatta Fest this year.
Fest.
Yeah.
Wow show. Headlined by Shatta Wale.
Yes, UK, 2nd August. You know,
okay.
That's what we are doing. Saturday, August more now.
Yeah. But only needs to say, because you've not done much of those, no. Ama your international standing and appeal. Ewo from Kakra, do you agree?
Oh no, me.
Because if I take out the collaboration with your friend say Jay-Z wife, no, Beyonce is in China. I would struggle to pinpoint BBBA a pretty Shatta out there on the international scene. But you don't do more international shows.
You see, I want to educate the general public today about what an international show is.
That's fine.
You see, it's not by you leaving the shores of Ghana and going to America that makes you international. If I tell you or I show you my DMs, people that I talk to within that international space, no, I'm already there and I'm even shy. Yes, because Jay-Z never traveled to Africa, but he has fans all over Africa.
Yeah, that's true.
Beyonce never came to do promotion in Nigeria, but she has fans. You know, we've miseducated the general public about who are international artists. Obi too quiet. Yeah, kind of terms. The slangs no. Oh, waboga. Oh, yeah, no waboga. Dollar di bebadia. Get. Some reason wakodi vacation kakra. Okay.
Drew airport me home video.
Said mama na go chile kakra.
I'm not chile.
And some international PR. And I'm manager.
International manager.
You understand me? I want people to get this thing clear. I didn't go to America to stay there for years before Beyonce them contacted me. Me Vibes Kato a very good relationship. I only believed in him because I saw he was a talented, you know, musician who is worldwide known.
Yes.
What must say? Yes. And the affiliation with him right now, semi post to be a DJ Khaled Mobasta. Yeah, so I don't have to travel from Ghana to be an international artist. I have to work hard from home for my product to speak for itself. And our products are speaking for itself already. Me one entry was Jamaica. I mean, perform with Jamaica stage that the first opportunity Vibes Cartel gave me blew my YouTube, my Apple Music, and everything. So sometimes I want to educate people about Obi can say, oh, unko international, oh, and you may cover bruchy, and no international. I get what I'm saying.
I get your argument, but would only Shatta there different because say you share A-list artist in Africa. Into Ghana, how we know the A-list artists, into Shatta Wale, Stoneboy, Sarkodie, Oko Nigeria, Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido, and all of those guys. They all do shows abroad. Into Wizkid, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, Akoye Big Show, all of those guys, Davido, all over the place. Shatta and Kwa cannot be different. You also have to be seen there.
I know, but because some structures are different from Ghana structures.
Yeah, but in Ghana, we see Sarkodie do it, we see Stoneboy do it.
No, but media na me no. So say only no. Because me ba before Sarkodie and Stoneboy mo. Niama me no. Those times na phone in ho, na bloggers in ho. I've done all those things. It's just that's why sometimes when people talk, I say we have to look for documented history and undocumented.
Yes.
Some Flex newspaper was blogging about my achievements when Obianio.
Now social media may say.
Thank you. So now when people talk like, Canada, myself. But now they want to. Oh, the way I like it, be a black sheriff and Nana Sarkodie. No, Sarkodie knows. Sarkodie knows what I've done. Stoneboy knows what I've done. But it's just that because of maybe industry gimmicks, thing, one or two, and we person claim it, but I don't claim. That's why I say I don't claim kin. The people know who the kin is. So I'm working international. I got, but O2 Indigo. My perform hot twice. Yes. My teacher. The last one was medical zone. It was the third time.
Third time, yeah.
What am I saying? My America. If those Sarkodie Corporation or Apollo or America, all those states were Maryland. Somebody mean to me, guy. Get my key to Worcester, mayor, no meaning now, I've done a couple, like a lot of things, but sometimes when they tell them, say, now, you say, oh, yeah, baby, me school, no. And then I say, my atra. So sometimes when I watch people say, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? I go like, like the way it's in the Bible, lack of knowledge, my people perish, And I like this question because I know you have researched into it, but the general public doesn't know. And sometimes I feel like if I come out even to come and say, but the workers away and it wouldn't even make sense to me.
Yeah, but you are in showbiz. You have to say it. You have to say those things. And showbiz, it's part of the industry culture.
No, I believe the people that are conveying those messages, don't research. That is why somebody they say, me, I'm a local champion. Local champion, more defining the same. Because local champion, all the businesses I'm opening and stuff like that came from all those hustles.
Yeah, the monies you made from those hustles.
Thank you.
And saved them.
Thank you. What am I saying? With gifts, people, and stuff like so. Sometimes I say, where can I get a proper platform to even explain this thing to people? Say, if I wasn't an international artist, I don't think Beyonce will come and work with me.
That's true.
Yeah, it's so say when you become a Juma, you look at my entrance experience. Okay, good. In Kofoso, white people they reset for those things. Oh, let's work with this guy. Let's see how many years he's done this thing. Let's see how it is there. So I believe it's about time. We start. That's what I'm saying. You see, on your platform, it's not your duty to even educate, but yes, side of your creatives, content creators, like sometimes I feel okay, fine. It's like maybe I S3 and not maybe, but I don't want people to really see that like that is it. Oh, Shatta Wale on 2 coin. Two coin because my 2 coins are my bread.
What traho?
Me come to play Muko America. Sometimes now my dream is to get my own jet because me was like protocol now playing business class. What that was
$70 million jet.
By his grace, he buy mama's kind of like remember but
it's something you want to do.
Oh yes, it's a dream. I believe when you are going in life and you feel certain things are accessible. Like for instance. That better be Rosewell, so I'm afraid price. I was hey Junior. And to win ya Benyas
Cassia to me at Tory.
Which me
But Shatta, this question: if I put you a wall O2 Arena in the UK, 20,000 seater capacity, ubet me a failure.
Me alone.
Yes, in the end, say Shatta headline artist.
Headline artist.
Yes.
No artist.
Into 2, no artist, and with other artists.
So no artist. Me feeling the hands down. So with other artists too, me feeling the hands down. Let me explain. You see, Shatta's brand is so huge that people don't pay attention to it. That is why it will more na my ABB because I have my map already. And I have my people that I'm working with. So anything I want to do, if I want to achieve it, I can achieve it. But it's just that sometimes the structure, the way I want it to be arranged, the look of it, like sometimes I tell me, if we want to do this thing, let us let people trust the product. You understand me? Because I have a huge fan base in the UK that if I have the said investors I need to do this thing, it won't take me anything. What the Nigerians are doing is no strange thing. They just have a mapping to it. But it's just like we see
And for you to do a O2 Arena concert, you need investors and sign a wet team. You cannot do it on your own.
No.
Like Shatta movement, wow, your concert, O2 Arena, everything paid for by you. You cannot do that.
No, it's a huge thing.
Really?
Yes, you know, Ghana we miseducate the people. Sarkodie show at Albert, so it's not him. And then he cannot there. He has people behind that doing that. I'm sure
there are people behind,
and you know they will still look for people.
Okay.
Because it's not a joke thing. That's why sometimes I see like my man Kofon say, oh, yeah, I'm for pride and now for fame's sake. You know what Sarkodie is trying to achieve. We've been talking about it for years, and for me to say, okay, if I'm supporting Sarkodie, then I also have to be part of those investments around that thing. What's my say? So that's what I'm saying. I can do it alone, but investors. If I want to do it with a little investors too, and like a few investors too, I need my colleagues around me. The first time the Nigerians did that, they didn't do it alone. One Africa concert started from US, somebody called Dubai, Ninyama, before they were able to gather that strength to do that thing. And when they got data, now we skate better. So what Sarkodie is trying to right now do is that if we have proper investors who can say, okay, so Shatta, but they are jet. Shatta and brand no open say. If the investors can work around those things, brand this thing, and we can get it properly done, the next time, keep in Kwabe to Yakofili O2, hands down. Because now we have the data. But if we don't pay attention to what he's doing, on a session that's also Sika and so David don't remember boss a gamble, remember Lucy.
Yeah. The point I get from the old kind is you can do it, fail O2, but it has to happen within a structured framework.
Thank you.
Investors there, Obia Yana family, and then you get it done.
Thank you. Because you see, with those auditoriums too, we shouldn't forget they also have their market. Yes. They have their audience.
Yes.
So it's the way you, the artists, appeal to their audience will make them buy their tickets. They've heard about you. Me in London, I get your data research from the Caribbeans to North Africa, West Africa. They listen to Shatta songs. They are over like let's say maybe like some over 300,000 go for. So for me to get 20,000 out of that 300,000,
something that can be done.
Yes, it can be done.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true, I get you. Wow. Ekosiisen say hi Asempa FM, many king of African dancehall, Shatta Wale, and Adin Komo. There were a lot more other questions. Yebebu some messages na monfa emre 0548 443 523 0548 443 523, and you would realize Shatta is very loud on the issue of structure. In the ocean post he makes the point about so when I give money to my fans, it is not recklessness, it is raw love, it is protest in action, it is redistribution in my own small way. But I agree on one thing: structure is important, and trust me, legacy is bigger than a moment. SM has always been about uplifting the street, whether through business, music, or direct support. My heart remains with the people. Love refined by foresight becomes legacy, and we are building that legacy every day. But that was wild. I mean, we are there. I think that was really, really good. It was really good. Wow. Inti messages in the brain about Mekai Kakra, and then my other set of questions. The Yebusa Shatta Nafia. We say, Obi, please. I'm a driver at Suhum. I need work and pay taxi. Your friend Alex Mreku Martinson knows me very well. Please ask Shatta if he can help me to get work and pay. I'm listening to you with my boss. I don't want him to hear. I beg, just tell him for me. And I didn't the number about Isaac Opare Buedu Ewusuhum. And it is a Obi to say we na opese on the way through Shaxi. Process net saying.
Okay, so he needs to go to the office, submit his documents, we go through, do a few scan, Roland here, marketing manager to it, so sometimes, they take them through some orientations, get to know them hands.
But I know there was a wow car now, deba.
They only car. That's why when you come, we have available cars.
Okay.
We give you a car.
Okay.
Okay. But if all cars were, you can still join with your car.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Wesa Obi, ask him what role does he think musicians should play in addressing social issues affecting the youth in Ghana today. And I think he said quite a lot about that. Finally, what legacy does he want to leave in Ghana's music industry in the next 10 to 20 years? Gastiman Ewobre community 20 years from now. Yeah, but Shatta Wale, what should hit a man for mind about Shatta Wale? What's the legacy?
A game changer.
The game changer.
Yeah, because I believe I've been able to open the eyes of many, about this business.
Music business.
Yes, music business. So if
in the Ekasa can one legacy away down Ghanaian music,
yes, because I've done a whole lot of things. I can't just categorize it in one, so like in a slogan form, Shatta Wale, the game changer.
The game changer.
Yeah. And in future, maybe 100 years now, when they start your CBB, my mom is the game changer.
Shatta Wale, the game changer.
Always has a game changer, but Okona a mouth profile now. Then you know that this guy really fought, for us, Man.
Because a lot of people knew Bandana, you went off the scene and back, rebranded, and then the Shatta Wale name caught fire. So we share Shatta Wale in 2013. I say 2013 because I remember 2013 that Ulusu out on the is it the reggae dancehall song of the year?
Yes.
Or artist of the Ulusu Jack, was 2013, right?
Kaki,
Is it Kaki?
Kaki, yeah.
Yeah, Kaki. Really a Kaki. Yeah, Kaki, good. It was 2013.
Yeah.
And Obe Kasawa, when you look at Shatta then and a Shatta now, what's the difference? And then ask about you.
I just say me dread me team because I'm still the same person. It's just like I have a corporate Shatta and a street Shatta.
And a street Shatta. Yeah. No, because I was thinking, Shatta then, maybe at the time, you were very concerned about winning awards. And that's why losing out, Obabe Kasai, But Shatta now has grown beyond awards. You don't need awards.
Okay. I was trying to be part of an industry that I thought was working.
Okay.
Then.
Okay.
But me, I want to do Evangelon. We pay excellence award. So sometimes when I see like all these corporate awards, I be a president, a copy.
Millennium Excellence
Award. Ibrahim Mama, meaning the entire man award. Because how many say we're 100 million contract? What 70 million jet? Me award we be. I know say mommy and me name. Say go follow me say we are jet or we winning. But we know. Go around where you I didn't say. I see a man out. A man and you. Go forget. I see that it's not like it would be beautiful if we had a structured industry, So that is why I've made up my mind that I don't want people to feel like I'm disrespecting that or I'm downgrading that. So maybe in the near future you'll see Shaxi Hot Wave sponsoring awards, maybe category, maybe a new artist of the year, and Shaxi Amanoka, just to also help. But I believe gradually. And
it's something you do in partnering Ghana Music Awards.
Oh, exactly. Yes, because I feel what I've seen and what I've been through with that, I wouldn't leave it, but at least we'll try and also help them for us to create that thing for generation to look good for them. Because I don't think some generations will come and feel award is important. They will come and be looking for what can feed the family and what can take care of them.
True.
Yeah,
it's true. I mean, and that for me is that clear difference between Shatta then and Shatta now. The other thing would be, say, you sing and you're also a sound engineer, right? Not many of your colleagues need to make
no.
And no, how has it impacted your career? The fact that wow, to me, rest studio, yeah, wow, beat, wow, any other. How has it impacted you?
Well, I think that is what has made me who I am today. Because you see, what I'm doing is called 360. Like everything I do, I play the beats. The beats has its royalties. And tell me what beats now.
And who's the
composition also. And who's the publishing so. So it's a whole like banking hall.
Hoorah, one-stop shop for everything.
So
Shatta Wale brings that to you.
Yes, so if you know that thing, you know that's why sometimes I say, I get money for him, my godfather says, I get money for him. Who's got the eye? So that when I see some of the things that come out of that, you say, hey, man, because I'm a boom beat. Say, dance or king, I don't know.
You did that beat?
Yes, I did it, recorded it, mastered it, and everything.
Oh, wow.
And that is how come now we've even gotten my own genre fans no paper, and I'm so happy about it because that was the dream. Say, okay, we know hip hop, we know R&B, we know saying things, but now I've been able to create a genre called Shatta music.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Shatta music, genre beats near day.
Okay, so
you say, okay, I'm a piano, I am beats.
Yeah.
Shatta music there day.
Okay, so typically say, are you taking over? These are compositions that you can boldly tell me that okay, it's differently like structured.
Oh, I've not paid attention.
Yes, you need to pay attention. I have Minamino sing. That's why sometimes when I'm performing at the stadium, people get shocked why people are singing some songs that they have not heard on radio.
Yes.
That is Shatta music.
It is a genre exclusively for Shatta Wale.
Exclusively for me and my fans. And now some of my fans that are musicians, are also, towing that line. And I like it. And in future, I believe, these streaming platforms are going to get it and, they'll endorse it as well.
Okay, to me, say a reggae genre. I mean, the beat, Obi any reggae beat.
Thank you.
Obi any mama piano beat.
Thank you.
Shatta music beat na yeden.
Thank you.
Okay. What is that?
Okay, with are you crying? I'm gonna make compose.
Okay.
Posigi
Okay.
But play something like Minamino Sin.
Minamino Sin.
Yes.
Hey. Shatta Wale. Okay. And let me get Minamino Sin.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie, Shatta Wale. Okay. And we just in the form I just want to get an understanding as to Shatta's brand and as a genre of music. We're creating something because he's also a beat maker, no? Into Minamino Sin. Just listen to the beat, get an understanding as to what is uniquely Shatters. In a way, you can Shatta music, the genre Shatta music, Minamino Sin typifies that genre. Me pacho muntie.
Nobody can stop me.